crazy Republicans. I mentioned the other night Rob Woodall, who is a freshman. He's a Georgia Republican. And he held a town hall meeting in his district. And he made national news because of comments he made, which were on video, everybody's seen it, to a retired woman, a constituent who told him her company does not provide retiree benefits. And this punk, Woodall, said to the woman, "Hear yourself, ma'am. Hear yourself. You want the government to take care of you because your employer decided not to take care of you? My question is, when do I decide I'm going to take care of me? That should be your question, too." The exchange continued. In video provided to Huffington Post by another constituent, Woodall was asked why, if he believes in such self-reliance, why doesn't he forego his government health care plan? The constituent in this new video, and it's worth seeing, the woman says, "I have a question about taking care of you. You have government-subsidized health care, but you're not obligated to take that if you don't want to. Why aren't you going out on the fee market in the state where you're a resident and buy your own health care? Be an example." So this punk-ass Woodall responds this way: "Your question is, my government's willing to give me lots and lots of stuff for free, and why don't I take it?" The woman responded, "Why aren't you leading by example? And go get it in a single subscriber plan like you want everybody else to have, because you want to end employer-sponsored health plans and government-sponsored health plans. You said so in a letter to me, that your goal is to get rid of the employer-sponsored health care system. So why aren't you leading by example and go out yourself, decline the government health care plan, and go to Blue Cross or Blue Shield or whoever and get one for yourself and see how tough it is? You don't have any pre-existing conditions, I guess. You haven't had any life-threatening illnesses like I had last year." And then Woodall responded by saying, "This is why it's good to have these discussions, because there's some bad information out there." But the woman keeps going. "Answer the question. Why haven't you gone out and got it?" Woodall answers, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did. It's because it's free. It's because it's free. The same reason I went to Walgreens and bought Activon, and I don't have any arthritis pain, because it's free. Folks, if you give people things for free, don't blame them for taking them." What? Free? You rancid son of a bitch. Your health insurance may be free to you, but it's not free to me. I pay for it. And what the hell is he talking about? I went to Walgreens and bought Activon, and I don't have any arthritis pain because it's free. What the hell does that mean? I hate these people. On Tuesday, Senator Chuck Schumer, Democrat of New York, one of the yo-yos that Uri Abneri was referring to a minute ago, Chuck Schumer responded to the Woodall video by telling the Washington Post that this punk, this half-witted jerk, Rob Woodall, lays bare the GOP approach to health care. Schumer said, quote, "No matter how hard you've worked your whole life, no matter how severe your medical hardship, the Republican motto is clear. You're on your own. This lays bare the ideology behind their goal of ending Medicare as we know it." End quote. So this punk from Georgia, Woodall, is committed to accepting coverage as long as taxpayers provide it. He calls it free. So Huffington Post asked him whether he thinks members of Congress should not get health care benefits as a matter of policy. In an email response to Huffington Post, he said, "Absolutely. Federal health care options in Congress should mirror those offered in the private sector. If these options are not available in the private sector, then folks working for the federal government should not have them either. There are bills being discussed to raise the amount that members of Congress pay into their benefits, and I support these pieces of legislation. You might also be interested to know, if you watched the entire town hall video, you would have heard this as well, that I chose the cheapest health care plan available to members of Congress, meaning that this is the plan in which the least amount of taxpayer money will be on the line for my health benefits." I mean, isn't that typically right-wing? That sounds like Neil Bortz, doesn't it? Isn't that typically right-wing Republican? There you go. I want it, but you can't have it. I get it, but you're not allowed. I get the tax breaks. You can kiss my ass. You can't have health insurance sponsored by your employer or a retirement plan or the government, but I can. When asked what he would say to a person 54 years old or under right now who doesn't have a private or government retirement health care plan and is left to search the market with a voucher covering only a portion of costs. You know, that's Paul Ryan's Medicare plan. Woodall said this, quote, "The House passed fiscal year 2012 budget resolution does two very important things. It ensures that seniors 55 and older will continue to receive the same Medicare benefits they received in 2010. And it ensures Medicare for individuals under age 55 by saving Medicare from insolvency and providing for the first time a real choice for the future." Which is a lie. This guy ought to go to work for Benjamin Netanyahu. This is a lie. This is what the Republicans said during the run-up to the 2010 election. Well, the Democrats want to kill Medicare. We're going to save it. Now, the Democratic Party, Michael Moore on The Last Word the other day on MSNBC put it fairly succinctly. The Democrats should push this just unremittingly, relentlessly push this idea. Don't let these filthy-ass Republican corporate cockroaches frame the issue. The Democrats do not want to tamper with Medicare. And as Michael Moore said, any Democrat that says everything is on the table deserves to be defeated. Because everything is not on the table. Social Security and Medicare are not on the table. What should be on the table, so to speak, are tax increases for these wealthy pigs who pay nothing and corporate tax enforcement for the corporations like the oil companies who pay nothing, who get government money. They get it. Taxpayer money. Slime balls. Activon? What the hell is this freak talking about? Activon?
Careful, I think they advertise.
You know, I said during the run-up to the 2010 election, go ahead and vote Republican, you dumbasses. Go ahead. Go ahead. All you right-wingers, you birther freaks, you people who can't stand a black man in the White House. After all, it is called the White House, right? Go ahead. Do it. Cut your own throats. And then stand there and watch while you bleed to death. You stupid. What did I read? That's more than 60% of people over the age of 60 voted Republican during the congressional elections. Are you kidding me? Okay. If that's how you feel, then continue. Go ahead and continue to do it. Buy this filthy lying meme about balancing the budget. You don't know what balancing the budget means on a federal level. It doesn't mean anything. But go ahead, dumbasses. Continue to do it. Continue to vote Republican while the noose around your neck tightens more and more. And when the time comes that Paul Ryan's little game of vouchers instead of Medicare, that you can then, while you're anticipating your heart bypass operation, you can go shop around. While your chest is killing you and you can't breathe and it's hard to walk because you've got 3 coronary arteries that are 98% occluded, and you're going to take your goddamn voucher, right? And you're going to go, what are you going to do? Go online? And you look at the screen and the words start to swim and you faint yet again because your brain isn't getting enough oxygen. But go ahead. Do it. Look for your voucher. And when your adult children show up and your ass is dead, maybe they will turn around and say, well, you know, Paul Ryan was right. I never liked Mom anyway. I think I'll vote Republican for the rest of my life. Ha 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 ha. You sick freaks. We'll be right back.